The black-footed ferret is probably the poster child for endangered species conservation.
Let's go release a ferret. Here we go.
An animal that once was in the tens of thousands all across this country in so many different places went down to like less than a few dozen individuals that we then had to bring back and rear, and now slowly repopulating across the West.
It takes a whole team of Fish and Wildlife Service employees, state employees, our partners with the City and County of Denver, Commerce City, Adams County, to work on a reintroduction of North America's most endangered mammal, the black-footed ferret. So that effort started back in 2013 when we realized the importance of black-footed ferrets on an ecosystem.
You can just leave him right there and he'll go.
Black-footed ferrets are interesting in the fact that they live entirely on prairie dogs. So a ferret will take over a prairie dog burrow, attacking those prairie dogs, using them as food source, and then they'll take over those prairie dog burrows for their own homes. They are very vicious. We joke that they're cute, but they'll bite your face off. As a wildlife biologist, it's one of the best feelings you can have is to reintroduce a native species. Watching others experience that same thing, it's remarkable and always something that will stick in my career.
There we go.
We released that ferret onto the landscape, and our crews are now headed out to release more ferrets. So we're releasing 19 ferrets. Having the prairie dogs out here and the native black-footed ferret, bringing it back as an endangered species out here, and having the bison in this area. Reducing invasive plant species, reducing fire fuel loads, and trying to have the more native prairie system all contribute to a healthy plains ecosystem.
Grasslands generally are one of the most endangered ecosystems in the US, right? Most of our grasslands tend to be in the middle of our country that have, over the last sort of several centuries, been turned into sort of farmlands or development. Rocky Mountain Arsenal has been identified as one place where we can invest some federal funding that we have through the Inflation Reduction Act to restore grasslands.
At first glance, you don't see a lot of life out on the plains, right? It almost looks like a grass desert. But when you start looking closer, you see all kinds of different wildlife out here. And if you look even closer at the vegetation, it's a whole biodiverse community of vegetation out here that you won't see anywhere else.